Oh, morning, boys. Oh my god. Relax. I've had a very rushed, well, not morning, but afternoon. God damn. I'm just having me coffee. It's a bit late, almost 3 PM, and I'm having coffee. It's not as strong as normal though, so it'll be good. Let me get my mic. My mic's all the way over there. There we go. Now I'll sound even better. Do we have news today? I think we have, let me just check. Forex Factory. Yeah, ISM PMI. News at 10, okay. News at 10. And then let me get my chat up. Let me turn the music down just a little bit too. Turn that down and then get my chat up. Ooh. YouTube. Control room. And there's the chat. Let's get this coffee down me. Pop out. And you go away. And then you go there. Oh! Oh, I'm so happy to be streaming and trading right about now. I spent all afternoon at the opticians trying to get some new glasses because these ones are just like... I don't know if I show the camera, will it be able to pick it up? There's like a big ass scratch on the left lens. I don't know if the camera's going to pick that up, but they're just, I mean, you can just see how dirty they are. And then like the frames are just like completely busted. They're very, very in need of repair. But it just took me so long to, like, get through the whole process at the opticians today. I was there at 12:30, and I walked out at, like, 2:30. I was there for, like, not 2:30, probably walked out there at, like, 2:15. So I was there for, like, a good hour 45, which was just outrageous, in my opinion. But money was spent, and glasses were ordered. Much better glasses. We had a hell of a drop-off overnight, didn't we? Yeah. Big old dropper. Nice little bounce there. I want to see NQ, because NQ had that really nice overlap with the... Oh, it just blew through it. Okay. Did it do it right at the open? Yeah. That's fair enough, then. Blew through that previous day's value area low area that it had, and previous week's value area high. No, previous week's value area low and previous day value area low. So is it ES. Let's go developing profile now. Well, mine along from previous days value area high, to be honest. It's a nice node, nice pointy node. We'll see what the news does at 10. Obviously, I'm not gonna be getting into anything until the news is hit. Let me get on the right account here as well. I'm on the wrong account. Needs to be on this one. Ugh. Freshly caffeinated. I've also bought like a little headset for when I go traveling. It's in this drawer, I think. I didn't buy it actually. My mother gave it to me, if you must know, because she uses it to work from home, but she doesn't need it anymore, and it's like literally like the most like work from home setup you've ever seen. So this is what I'll be using when I'm in Thailand and Bali in the next few weeks. Why is it talking to me? I know nothing's connected. But I would rather have that than take this microphone with me, and it's better than me doing it with the laptop. The laptop microphone isn't that bad, to be honest, but I will obviously be pressing buttons, so headset will work pretty nicely. Even if it doesn't, I'll just swap to the laptop, I guess. Overnight value already lows all the way down there. Damn. Tricky place here. I don't really want to like fuck around in the middle of this with all these. I really don't like areas where like this. Like there's 4 different value levels in that 55, 50 to in that 10-point range pretty much. There's 4 different value levels. If I'm gonna enter off any of them, it's gonna be the value area low of the previous day, because I don't want to try and enter here when I know that it could just like pop down here for no reason at all other than to fuck me. I don't have the heat map up today either. Not really that bothered about it, to be honest. It's just a nice thing to see. It doesn't really affect a whole lot. Got rid of that big higher time frame one as well, just because I spoke to Cammy over the weekend. Put a little post in his community about it, and he said, not really worth it. Not really that useful. Here comes the news. Doo-doo. Geordie boy. How you doing, Mr. Geordie? I'm good. I'm chilling. Chilling now that I'm here. If you asked me how I was an hour ago, I was hungry and frustrated. But now I'm fed and happy. I hope you're doing well, Mr. Geordie. So yeah, I will go for a long here if we get a decent bit of expansion. kind of low-key want my stop loss like down here, just because of how big this node is. It's like it's just shifted from not being the POC. So that gives me what, can we get it a little tighter? I mean, 12 isn't too bad actually. But if I can, see, that doesn't really work. 10 points compared to like something down here. How do I change the quantity on that one? I can't remember. 21. Apply. Cool little trick. Because I honestly will go for that, to be honest. I'll just trail it. Actually, no, I probably won't, just because it's 2 contracts. That's like 50-50. I only really want to be able to do that when I can close a bit more at the 1-to-1. So I'll probably just go for 1. If you can get like up here enough, then I'm happy to take that. What's a heat map look like? Nothing. Absolute jack shit. If I lower this, does it have an effect on it? Nope. Basically the same. What's the ATR today? It must be high. Oh, 5. I kind of will do this then, honestly. I might even do 55-50. Just real cheeky. I don't mind that. Then I can go 3 as well. I'm going to do that because I can take 2 off there and I can take 1 off, like leave a runner for that one. I'll throw that in there, why not? 3 contracts at what? 7575. Order placed. And then stop at 6550. Basically a 10-point stop. Why are our value levels different? I mean, this is ES, not NQ, so if not for that reason, which I'm guessing that you are aware of, then it will be because I'm doing them on MotiveWave. Calculates it a little bit differently to if you're doing them on something like TradingView. Mine will be a little more accurate just because it calculates them a better way. Like, simply the platform calculates them a better way. I feel like this wasn't a 1-to-1 now. Let me do this first. Target 1. Yeah, let's lower this. So that's a 1-to-1. And then make it 2. Extend that one up there. So if we can get that, we'll get it, but if we don't, we don't. Because let me go on to NQ. Let's just get rid of that overnight one, that's pointless. Oh, that previously appointed control tab fell just short. He took a long from previous week's value area low. So yeah, my previous week's value area low is 25,597. Don't know what yours is, Mr. Geordie. But either way, you're definitely doing good. That's for sure. Oh, is it? Yes. NQ's not even broke out of the previous day's value area. That's interesting. 80% rule is probably definitely in play there. I mean, it's basically carried out. Definitely, it already has. I mean, ES basically opened inside of value anyway, so NQ was the one that opened a little bit more out of value. 25,569.25 is yours. What did I say mine was? 597. Yours is like 20 points difference almost. No, more than 20 points. Yeah, I mean, yeah, like I say. TradingView compared to MotiveWave. If you want me to explain to you why it does that, Geordie, essentially the way TradingView calculates the volume profile, it's still usable. It's absolutely usable. But TradingView will calculate its volume profile based off of something called tick volume. 2 points off? You said 569. Yeah, 97 is mine, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, TradingView will calculate it based off of something called tick volume. So TradingView isn't calculating it based off of the actual orders, like the actual volume coming into the market of like the contracts and stuff. It's calculating it based off of the amount of ticks that's in like that price range that you've highlighted. So for TradingView, which it does that because it requires way less like computational power, essentially. Only a more order flow like professional platform like MotiveWave, or like there's plenty of other ones that I just can't think of the names of, like Atas or whatever that one's called. And like NinjaTrader I think can do it, but yeah, the platforms that are like the professional order flow platforms, those volume profiles will calculate it based off of actual orders. It's called tick data. So tick data is the more accurate way to calculate the levels. Tick volume is very often like a very good proxy for tick data. But obviously sometimes like those weekly levels, they can be a little bit skew with, sometimes quite drastically. Yeah, like a tick chart basically. Does MotiveWave read the contracts coming through? Yeah. MotiveWave does. Like if I take this profile here that's on screen that you can see, and I just tick this, I can make mine use the one that TradingView will use. So if I tick this box and apply, that one will change. So that's what TradingView's volume profile would look like on TradingView. Whereas when I uncheck it, this is using tick volume right now, this profile that you can see. Now that I've unticked it and then applied, that's real volume. That's a real contract-based volume profile from the actual orders coming into the market. And it isn't like, no, you're not shooting yourself in the foot, not at all. It's absolutely usable. Tick volume is absolutely usable. It's just not perfect. It's not like MotiveWave, you say, not a free tool. No, not a free tool. It's not a free tool on TradingView either. You have to pay for the essential plan on TradingView to get access to the volume profile. On MotiveWave, you'll have seen probably that video that I did on Lucid, Geordie. That's how I've got access to this. I paid a one-time fee for an eval with Lucid. Cost me $60, 60 bucks. One-time fee. I just flip a micro to keep the account alive, like once or twice a month. Don't actually trade the eval, like all I do is flip a micro on it just to keep the benefits of being able to chart on MotiveWave, and you get like all that shit included with that one-time fee of $60. You get like the order flow package of MotiveWave, which gives you like the volume profile, footprint charts, all that really in-depth shit, and then it also gives you like level 2 data and all extra stuff that I don't even use. It's by far the cheapest way to get access to this sort of stuff, but I wouldn't be too bothered if you're using TradingView's, Geordie, honestly. Like, it's not that revolutionary. It's just one of those things where it's like, if you really care about having like the perfect levels every time, because like that difference that you've got there with the weekly levels, that will just be like, it's not like that every week. Many weeks it'll be very similar, like within a few points or a few ticks even very like quite a few times it's the exact same level, just because tick volume is like really good, a really good estimate of real volume. It's just obviously not real volume. So when real volume is different, then it makes a big difference. POC for NQ. Let me see. I'll put it in the Discord. Mine is 25720.25. This is 25832. Wow. I'm with you. At least you post them in Discord. Just saw it now. Yeah, I post my levels every day in the Discord for my previous day levels. The only ones I don't post are my overnight Globex session levels, just because they're like, I don't have them until the opening bell of that day, so I don't the previous day ones are the most important, like the regular trading hours session. They've got the most contracts behind them. Yeah, that's an insane difference. Oh yeah, I do agree, Geordie. That's one of the reasons I did it, is like, especially for me, I'm only getting like, I mean, this is a big range day, so it's a bit bigger today, but like normally my average position size, like not contract size, sorry, my like stop loss in TP in points on ES is like anywhere from 5 to 8 points really. So a few ticks, that is, yeah, like you say, many times the make or break a trade. We have seen it. Price raged so quick because I figured 80%. Yeah. Use cash account to go long. Hell yeah. Yeah, it's a shame this previous day value area high tap was clean. It was just right before news, so I don't really want to stand in front of it. And it wasn't even actually 10 AM yet, so I couldn't really. I mean, it's right on. I mean, it's 10 AM there, so really, if it was there, could have technically like sneakily entered just after news, but I'd rather just like pretend that didn't happen and try and get another retap, but doesn't look like we're getting it. ES hitting previous day high. At the same time, NQ hit my POC. I'm just checking that I did actually measure those levels right, because they are very different. '30th of Jan, yeah, that's the right date. Yeah, that's definitely the levels. You can see the beautiful little profile right there. Also, Mr. Wiz, you obviously use like your midnight to midnight profile or whatever, so that's another reason. Like, I think Geordie is probably measuring his levels like the way I would on TradingView though. I don't know, Geordie, you can confirm if you're using like a session volume profile or like a fixed range profile where you draw it to the times. Because I know that Mr. Wiz doesn't use the volume profile, the fixed range volume profile. He uses the midnight to midnight one, where it's just like automatically doing it. So that's like one of the reasons mine, especially that makes sense today as well, Mr. Wiz, because obviously of how large of a range the overnight range was. That'll massively impact the difference between my pure regular trading hour levels and your like midnight to midnight levels. No, I'm not saying you should change your ways. I know for a fact that the volume profile you used is like a legit way that people measure it. I just use previous week and previous week. Do you mean previous week and previous day? I use Wiz's SVP2. I toggle it on and off now and then, yeah. Yeah, previously. I thought that's what you meant. But yeah, that means that your levels will be a little more similar to mine as far as like previous day, Geordie, because obviously you're measuring the exact same time window as me for these previous day levels. It's just that mine is tick data, yours is tick volume, whereas just slightly different profiles. It is fun to just watch, honestly. I don't actually really pay attention to it a whole lot, like for anything actually impactful to my trading. It is just nice to watch. A little bit finicky to set up though. Like I could set it up now without even like having to think about what to click or stuff, but for setting up for the first time, you definitely need to watch a video. But Professor Mac shared a video a while back in the Discord of like a very easy, like MotiveWave have a YouTube channel where they just walk you through loads of different stuff, like setting stuff like this up. So yeah, but like I say, fun to watch, not so beneficial really. I'm going to cancel this limit order that I've got waiting just because we're so far away from it now. Nah, it's Bookmap's like a super visual representation of the heat map, Geordie, not the volume profile. Of the DOM, sorry, the heat map. The heat map is a visual representation of the DOM, the depth of market. Bookmap is like a separate platform that has like a very well-known good heat map. This is a heat map of MotiveWave order heat map. But this is a very like bookmappy style heat map. That you can just make on MotiveWave fairly simply once you know what you're doing. Shows you the resting orders in the market from like the colored bars. So like the red is like the largest orders. Then yellow is a little less big, and then like white, and I can manipulate like how many orders it's going to show me. So if I do that, it shows me way more like small orders. If I do that, it shows me way less, and only the big orders. And then the bubbles are like trades actually being executed by, so I can make the bubbles massive. They're like actual buys and sells from participants in the market, and I've got a filter on it, so it filters by like 50 contracts minimum. So all of these bubbles are like 50 contract orders at least being executed, which you can use to show you certain things. For my volume profile strategy specifically, it doesn't really help me so much because this is more so like order flowy, like you're looking at it in the moment and deciding whether to get in or not, whereas I'm more like, this is my level, I'm going to get in at this level, I don't care what happens once we've tapped it, because tapping it is my entry, if that makes sense. I do think, yeah, I'm pretty sure Ninja Trader has one, yeah. Yeah, I think they do have tick data on Ninja Trader as well, yeah. Pretty sure. Not sure if you have to pay extra for it on Ninja Trader though. Not sure. I do know people that use, I've seen someone who uses Ninja Trader. Can't remember. They were in this stream not long ago. Can't remember who it was. I just said that out loud. At least your boys got in along. Damn. Sat here with my dick in my hand. Just watching. Could be in a short right now. Not the Apex account. God forbid. Where's NQ at? Breaking above the previous day's value very high. What's the... I wonder what the current session profile looks like on NQ. God, that's so fucking... I'm gonna need to do the tick interval on that up at like 3 or something. 5. Yeah, that's better. So easier on the eyes. You can even... I can do it like fucking 10 and it'll be very easy on the eyes. Yeah. See, that's so nice. That's so much nicer. I might honestly do that on I might up my ES one a little bit. Just not as much as that one, but... Oh god, no. Let's make it like 2 instead. Yeah, that's nicer. Still pretty pointy. But not as like messy as that one. Oh god, you two aren't talking Apex accounts in the chat, are you? Bolonox is running a super cheap one. Let me see. Let me see. Log into my affiliate dashboard on Bolonox. Affiliate coupons. Yeah, they're always running that super cheap one for the option 1 accounts. They sometimes run it for the option 2 accounts, which is the only time I really bother promoting them. So obviously I'm not going to promote their intraday trailing drawdown accounts, but yeah, their intraday trailing drawdown accounts, you can always normally get like a 90% offer on them. Option 1 is intraday drawdown on Bolonox. Option 2 is end of day. But a lot of times they run like a 45% discount on the option 2 ones, the end of day accounts, like pretty much always, and they always pretty much run a 90% offer on the option 1 accounts, which is intraday. But occasionally they will sneakily put the option 2 accounts on the 90% off, which is when you can get insane value from them. But other than that, it's probably not worth it. You're probably better off putting your money elsewhere, to be honest. Can't lie, boys. Funded Next has been good to me this far. Super quick payout process. Yeah, heard very good things about Funded Next. People have also been like loving, like I think Mr. Knox said in the Discord, how fast his Lucid payout was. It was literally like a matter of like a few minutes and he was paid, which is insane. Like, you told someone a few years ago that they'd have to wait nothing than a few minutes for it to be paid, they'd be like, bullshit. You just have to wait like ages. I don't actually like the tick interval I've got on this. I want it back down to 1. It just doesn't look right. I prefer it even just being like that. Let me change that NQ one slightly. Knock it down to like 8. 6. Yeah. There we go. Wonder if it's going to have a little reaction off that previous day's value area high there on NQ. We'll watch that since ES is kind of in no man's land. There's not really much of a node there, so it'll be interesting. It's got the value area high there, so it's like a B rank setup, like a B minus really. for a long. But you also are fighting loads of high volume. I wouldn't take that trade, to be honest. But it'll be interesting to watch. Just because, like, we have 3 high volume nodes here. And my monitors are frozen. Brilliant! Uno momento, por favor. Technical difficulties. We'll be right back, folks. There we are. Back already. That was probably the fastest I've ever fixed that. Need more coffee, I can't type. Oh, do you know one thing I'm loving about this laptop that I've got as well, this new one? Before, my old laptop, if I was streaming, it normally would like slowly lose battery even if I was charging it. This one is just like, I think I started the stream at like 40% battery and I'm already back at 100. So good. What was for Brad? You can't use Lucid in South Africa? Damn. Can you see who uses your coupons or when they blow it? No. No, I can't. Sometimes it depends on what company it is. Sometimes I can see like the name of the person who bought stuff. Like for Alpha Futures, I can see the name of the person. And I can also see if they... Alpha Futures, I think, is the only one that I get. I also get... I think Alpha Futures might be the best affiliate like program. Because I think I get... I mean, I know for a fact I still get commission if you like reset the account. Because I had someone buy an account and then reset it, and I got paid for them resetting it as well. And I probably would, since it's a monthly rebill, I think I also get paid, like, if they can't pass it and they keep rebilling, I think I keep getting commission from that, I think, as well. So I think Alpha Futures is the best one for that. Obviously, Lucid is alright, but obviously a one-time fee, obviously, so it's not like a recurring... Like this month, I've had decent payment from Lucid, but it's a one-time fee sort of ordeal, so unless people like buy more accounts next month, then it probably won't do as much. Hell of a fucking bit of volume we're putting up there. Oh, let's see this NQ. Here we go. Let's see if it bounces. Didn't quite hit, actually, I don't think. What's the low of that candle? 86375. What's this? Wait, no, I read the low wrong. The low is 5175, and this is 50.25, so actually not quite hit it yet. Oh, and if you wanted to see the higher time frame, it's so funny how fast I can zoom out. Like, oh, should we check what NQ's been doing? Like, if we just zoom out on 1 minute chart? Yeah, sure. Why? There's an entire fucking week and a half worth of price action on the 1 minute chart in 0.2 seconds. It's crazy. Fat node there. Dog be barking his fucking head off. Shut up. Catch you later, Mr. Geordie. Nice to see you. May the nodes be ever in your favor. I like it. Yeah, pretty clean there. I mean, it didn't quite tap the previous day value high, but very, very close. I think it literally came like a point and a bit away, which on NQ is like a sneeze. This is NQ. I was just interested in seeing what NQ was doing. I do have ES right here, but it's just in the middle of nowhere right now, like on the volume profile view, so nothing really to look. NQ's doing a little bit more entertaining stuff just because it's closer to that previous day value high, but I I'm only trading ES, not trading NQ. Just being curious. Oh, I'll see if NQ does in fact tag this previous day value area high. See if there's a little reaction at all. Ugh. It's consolidated around that previous week's point of control. Oh, right, boys. I'm gonna have to pop off. Someone who's just got here, and I'm gonna go to the gym. So I will catch you boys. The ES isn't really doing anything like right now, so likely wouldn't have gotten anything here. I'll probably watch it for just a little bit longer, but yeah. I've got to get on with the rest of my day now, unfortunately. Hopefully manage to get a trade tomorrow. Like I say, I don't think I would get a trade on this anyway now, because it's just in dead no man's land. And I would probably have called it a day by 11 anyway. So yeah, I'll catch you boys tomorrow, 9:45 a.m.